Roll for Crit here in Dallas, Texas at the PC Speed Gaming event. I'm here with Sean, and we got quite a wall of board games here. Lots to talk about.
It's the Ultra Pro Special Collection.
It is, definitely. Yeah, Ultra Pro, the entertainment side.
Correct.
I run that for the publishing, and as you can see, we do have quite a smattering of games here.
Yeah, you've grown quite a bit since when we first talked.
We have,
Right.
some of it was due to some products moving from Q4 into Q1, which was okay. We, to make the quality and production and and get it right, we were really excited. So these are all new releases, and one that will be up front, I'll get to last, which is the Q Kitten ones. That's Battle Kittens. That's coming end of May and June. So to start off with Ascension, that is the new Gift of the Elements, is the latest expansion into the deck building game, and we're really excited having this line with Stoneblade. Our OP or Pro Store program that we initiated for retailers just kicked off at Gamma, and Ascension is kind of the tip of the spear. We're also introducing that little deck box that you see to the left there. It's a little mock-up. Yep. That is Ascension Alliances. So now you're going to have the ability to be able to play teams, basically.
Okay, nice.
2DP, basically. And that's going to be a lot of fun. There's 28 cards. It's a $10 add-on. You will need to have...
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fantastic price. So you can mix with anything. You just have to have an Ascension game, of course.
Right. I assume if you like it, you're probably had a base to start off with, so.
Yeah. And then, of course, all the expansions are standalone as well, so
Right.
you can mix it with anything. We felt that was really, looking at the success of, obviously, Giant with Magic and other things, a lot of people do want to be team players, and they want to have that other option, and, in deck building, it's pretty cool to be able to do that. Like, one of the features is, you won't really pick any teams to start, but when you play, you'll be picking your alliance with someone, and then basically players play together at once, so it's not like one turn, the one side plays, the other side plays. So it's going to be really neat. That is going to be coming, looks like June, probably.
Okay.
So $10, it'll be in a PDQ, 6 boxes, and we're excited about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, cool. Yeah, and this just came out, right?
Right.
That just came out. It was so March 20th. Or if you could do the pre-release, it was a little earlier. We will run pre-releases for Ascension and some of the other games as well. Roadhog came out the 20th as well. 13 Minutes was the 13th, and Championship Formula Racing also was in March.
Nice.
So this is really the pick of the litter for all of the games for March, which
Which one do you want to tackle next?
Why don't we start with CFR? So this was the one actually is our F1 Racing, Championship Formula Racing, as you can tell. It's a beautiful product. It has pre-painted figs inside. It is up to 12 players. This one I just brought as a sample for 4 players. But it has 2 tracks for the retail, so they're going to get double-sided. I'm sorry, there's 2 boards with 4 tracks.
Okay.
You can play up to 12 players. There's also historical drivers. Yeah, so you can, they have strategy cards. So if you want to race against Mario Andretti, or you want to play, you can just play, it's 1 to 12. This actually is a 1-player game.
Cool.
It is open. I don't know if you want to take a look at anything.
So I can crash even faster.
You can crash even faster, exactly. And that's basically what you're doing. Is actually you can see the back of the box. We kind of laid out the track a little bit. There's a quick start guide in here. It is a lot of fun. Players are basically building their cars using different speeds and their decks to basically add wear and things to their vehicle, and as they're pursuing around the track. You can't just go to 0 to 100 miles an hour. There's different speed gradients, and all the tracks are based off of real F1 tracks around the world. So every track you see is the exact track.
That's really cool, because I know a lot of people might not have the chance to actually go to visit these tracks. So seeing them is always a really cool thing.
Let's just do it real
Yeah,
quick. You have to get to see one because they are pretty
nuts.
nice. Let's go nuts. So as you can see, this one here, I think this is the Suzuki track, if I'm not mistaken. But it is a beautiful...
Oh, yeah, look.
Actually, we'll do the Monte Carlo. This is Monte Carlo. So this is laid out just like you would see on the harbor. I don't know if that the camera can pick it up.
Hold it up for everybody so they can
I'll get that side right there.
definitely see it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm still here.
Yeah, that's basically what you're getting in there. And then on the other side, it's a double-sided, so you get the Monza. It's upside down, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We can.
We'll flip that in post.
Yeah, we'll flip that in post.
We'll be upside down.
So again, you can see how neat and really the detail of the track is. Your figs are basically fast. Everyone. So they came out really, really nice. I'm going to rip this thing wide open.
Well done.
And basically you have your wonderful figs that basically you have start off in your pit row in your lane, basically where you're going to be at, and then players can play up to 12 players. So you move based on, again, what your car is, how your wear is, how all of that stuff manipulates with your speed deck. And you have your driver deck. Yeah, so it's a really neat product. It's been getting lots of great reviews. And it's 45 minutes. I mean, literally, again, that many 12-player race games that you can do.
Right.
So this just came out, and the box weighs twice as much as this one right here. So you have all the cool tokens and your speedwear. It's filled with incredible stuff.
No, I mean, it sounds fantastic, and I mean, the board, I really like how it's still bright, but it's simple.
It's clean, it's elegant.
It is one of the things that we were a little worried about when, how do you do a track, and take all the way the stuff that you see in F1, especially they're all usually in the cities or, they're racing through the streets. So what do you do? Do you include the harbor or do you add the surroundings? And it came out really nice. It
did, and I think it makes perfect sense if you think of F1 because a lot of the things, those cars are stripped down to the most perfect, precise elements.
And there you go. I don't know if the camera can pick that up on the hand, but they are all pretty. So there's 12 different colors, and they are. We took the side of really making the cars detailed, as you can see. We couldn't get the actual extra. I wanted stickers and stuff on there. Not for the first one, unfortunately, guys. My apologies for that, but we really wanted to have really nice high end, and they're great. So. The gameplay is fantastic, and
well, this way, when someone actually gets sponsored by Pepsi or something, they can put the sticker on themselves.
Exactly.
We'll go to angry driving now.
Yeah, so we go from Formula One racing to more of a
angry traffic.
Angry traffic game. Yeah, it is a really neat product. In fact, I should have opened that one up. It's a tile-based game where the tiles actually, if you show the back, people can get an idea of it. That just came out. We were playing it all last year, and Roadhog for me is one of my favorite. I like the games where it's basically, I don't know if I can say this on camera, but you get to screw your neighbor, right? This is one of those that you get to mess with.
You can do it here.
All the people in your it's 2 to 5 players. Basically, your goal is every player lays out a piece of tile. So you build a freeway, and it's changed every time, or you can set it up if you want. You're basically using cards and dice, movement dice, and dice that move traffic. So the colored cars are us, and the white cars are traffic, and there's trucks. So a combination of using cards and the dice to get in, enter and exit before anybody else.
That is fantastic.
And on your turn, yes, you get to do things.
And the truck closed you off.
Yes, so there's a lot of manipulation. You get to move cars back. There's cards that allow you to, the yellows are ones that are reaction cards, so that you can play them on any turn. You can stop a card action. Blue cards are driver cards that help you. Red are aggression that you get to play on your neighbor or on your other guy. You can swap places. There's just all kinds of backstabbing. And this is really a fun one. And then the tiles we made with a rubber, like a tire rubber coating, so that they actually grab. And
nice.
If you want to get a picture of it later, I'll have to show you.
Yeah.
That was really what made this game so much fun and heavy. You can feel how heavy it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's got a good weight to it.
$25 MSRP.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
Yeah, 25.
I mean, I love that game mechanic. It reminds me a lot of one of my favorite Mario Kart levels is the traffic, because you're weaving about, and then someone's trying to get around truck, and that's when you ruin their day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's so. This is the fun of it, and it's a good one for any gamer level, but it's got strategy as
unless
you're
they
playing.
actually have road rage.
Yeah, unless they have road rage, and
you can work those issues out.
Exactly. And we played it like that in the group, which is, you know what, I'm doing that, and then it gets to be really kind of nutty when you get midway or as you're going, because now you realize where people are ahead, or someone's been stiffing you with these cards and slowing you down and blocking you, and so you kind of do get that, but it's
that one moment when you've been picking on one person and you're like, you think you're leading, and then you see them smile, and you're like, oh no, and that's when the truck comes out of
nowhere. And that's the thing, you get to put cars on and take cars off, and so it has everything. It is a really fun game. It's great for gamers, or just if no one's really played a board game or tile game, you can get them into play because the strategy is really open. But it's just a lot of fun. It's a great one in between, and $25.
Yeah, definitely something to take a look at.
Yes, please.
13 minutes.
13 minutes, yes. So if any of you, our big hit with the Jolly Roger game line was 13 Days, which was basically Twilight Struggle in 45 minutes. I know people always refer to Twilight Struggle, and it's a fantastic property, but we really slimmed it down. It's been a really good success for us. It has been huge worldwide. We have it in different languages now. So 13 Days has been a really, really great Cold War. Focuses on it, I should say the whole name. It's 13 Days, the Cuban Missile Crisis. So it focuses just on that part of the Cold War. And you have the two sides battling, with that intensity. It's a 3-round game. It's great. It has all the energy and the discipline of Twilight Struggle. I mean, all of those types of strategic games, and it comes off really great. So the designer said, you know what, we can do a travel version basically, and it's 13 cards, and you have your cube, and you can do the same thing. You just don't have a board. So I like to say this is the love letter of the Cold War era games.
Perfect.
So it plays 13 minutes.
Instead of falling in love, someone's gonna get nuked.
So get nuked. Exactly.
13 seconds follow. Will it keep getting
I'm like, can we do 13 hours? But I don't want to push it. But
that might scare people away.
It might scare people away. But it is a lot of fun. And you guys can take a copy if you want. But it comes in this great PDQ. $10 for each one.
I mean, that's the love letter standard.
Yeah,
nice, good, cheap price, a good.
And I was at AEG for a long time. I hate to say, John, thank you very much. But when designers came up with this, I said, you know what? I have a lot of background in this product.
Last but not least,
yes,
this one is.
This is the gem right here.
This is the cream of the crop.
This is the one that people are
excited. There's some good in here somewhere.
There is. There definitely is. So Battle Kittens, basically, as you can see, the cards, and again, those are real art, but they are not a final, of course. We couldn't get that ready in time. So it's a drafting game. It is it's $10 MSRP. It's going to come in a box, much like the one that we had, You Gotta Be Kidding Me. Came into for Stoneblade.
Fun
one, yes. And so Battle Kittens basically is up to 2 to 4 players, and you're basically drafting 7 cards. And this is from Cattail Harbor, basically is where the kingdom is, and you're basically having a location card that's going to have 3 on the table. And the kittens have attributes, and they each come from a noble. Like we have 3 nobles that are in the world. Yeah, basically we try to keep the litter part out a little bit because they are fierce, but they're cute as can be. As you can see, Pepper is one of my ultimate favorite. I don't know if there's a glare off the light. So basically, you're drafting 7 cards. Once you're done, you see 2 of the location cards, which are these ones right here, and they have victory points on them. So you have a first place, second place, third place. And basically you're trying to get, as you can see, there's fish. So your victory tokens, your victory points are fish tokens. And as we're collecting attributes, the cards have a number on the side. So for each attribute that matches on the card, or when you're battling to get first place, you have to have the most points out of that. So in my hand, I don't know what you have, you don't know what we have. Although the cards have circled around and we've been drafting, there'll be 2 locations that are visible, and there'll be 1 that's hidden. So you're blindly not sure what the third location is because it'll be upside down. Now there's a deck called the King deck, and that gives special attributes. We do have a reference card that tells you. I should have grabbed that out really quick. You can do some editing, I hope. Actually, you know what? I won't even worry about it.
You didn't see
anything. So the reference card basically helps players and gives them, tells you basically how your turns go.
Of course, it's going to be in the pile.
Of course, it's the pile I pick up, exactly. Yeah, it's probably one of those. There you go, yes. So your reference card basically tells you what each deck, or each card specifically does. There's the yarn deck, the king deck, and then the tiebreaker is on cards that have the chain at the bottom, so there could be a tie. You have to put at least one card on each location. So out of your 7 cards, I could put 3 on one, 2 on the other, and my blind one is kind of, it flips over once we finish drafting.
Okay.
So that's when you start to battle. And then you put your cards out and you're doing your victory points. And sometimes you get a chance to go to the king deck and draw a card. If your card has that ability on, or the icon, you can get a special card. Lots of fun in that. Basically plays in 3 rounds. So you add up the victory points, you get your fish tokens. Each round, whoever has the most fish, to the winner goes the spoil, basically, or the fish. After 3 rounds, you add up your fish tokens.
What's not to love?
I mean, it sounds great. I like it. It gets the drafting idea done. It still has some complexity, but enough that, because I know a lot of the drafting fun comes when you get advanced. Be like, okay, I know some green is disappearing.
Right.
Someone's going for agility.
Right, exactly.
So then you can be like, I gotta jump out of that fight, or
exactly.
or I'm going all in.
Well, and you do. So you have this special, you have a wisdom, strength, cuteness, agility,
Always go cuteness.
and always go cuteness. And again, each card has a different point value with associated. So when you're drafting, you just might all of a sudden you're 2 cards in going, wait a minute. I just saw that 6 and 7, or 4 or 5, and Will's got it, or Mike's got it, and then you're trying to remember.
You always hate it when, like, if you're doing a 3-man draft,
Right.
like, okay, as long as I get one of those 2 cards, I'm good,
one,
and those 2 are the ones that are taken.
Yes, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's
And
basically
kittens.
it. That it is. It has the 2 decks. You have 1 drafting, and then you have the king, and then yarn. Basically gives you the ability to draw a kitten card. So you have 2 decks, the yarn and the kitten. So we're just seeing the king right here, and the yarn deck will also be out there. So they give you special abilities or more action or more points. So it's light, but it's enough strategy where you're not bored.
Yeah,
And of course,
exactly.
look at the cards. I mean, we've had a lot of response. The whole deck looks great. I'll show it to you guys later. But I was really happy with this.
So you guys have definitely ramped up your output.
We definitely have.
Lots of cool stuff, and a big variety of different kinds of things, which is great to see.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Because you've put in a lot of work, it seems, in a short period of time.
In a short period of time. And there's a lot of games, and we wanted to come out with some games that are easy and light to play, the $10, $15. We have our deck building strategic at, with Ascension at $40, and then the expansions at $30, and now we have the 2-player, the 13 minutes, again, a $10 pickup, and we have deck box games that we're doing. So we're really excited about that. But these ones are, I'm definitely excited about Battle Kittens and Fetch.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's the assortment.
No, I mean, these all look fantastic, and we have played like some of your ones from before, and we've loved them. So it's really great to see how you're not stopping. You just keep going hard.
Yeah, exactly. Going hard, and they're good products, and hopefully people will see that. I've been in the industry a long time, and I've had a lot of chances to work with a lot of great people. So now, hopefully, to bring some of that back.
Well, thanks so much for coming by
guys.
and showing all this off for us. We'll have more info about that in the description, and check out the rest of our channel for more interviews and all that kind of stuff. This is Roll for Crit.
Oh, can I plug the website?
Oh yeah, plug it.
ultraproent.com to see the game stuff.
Check it out.
They'll be linked down below.